Okay, guys. So yesterday, what did we do? The lab trying to, what is our phenomenon question? Yeah, it's on the board. Look at the board. It's underlined in orange. Stop drumming on the desk, please, Breon. Okay, so erosion's going to happen. That's a natural earth process. But people want to build houses and not have their houses get washed away, right? Yeah. We also want to build buildings like, restaurants, schools, museums, various places we go, right? And not have them get washed away, right? So yesterday we came up with possible solutions that might work in our boxes. What were some things that worked well yesterday in our boxes?
If you have clay, it could hold things to stop the water.
And clay would be something that's actually a natural product. Okay, I'm going to pull this down for a minute so y'all can understand me better because I'm a little bit distance from you. Okay, so all clay is silt, which is a really, really fine particle. Sand is a really big particle. Potting soil is a smaller particle. Silt is a teeny tiny, almost microscopic particle. Clay happens to be silt plus water. That's all it is. Silt loves to absorb water. So when people go out and they build levees, they use silt because they know clay will be what's created. Silt plus water equals clay. And silt loves to absorb water. Clay works really well. Works really, really well. That's something you can use in the classroom in your box, and that's something you can use when you're building a real levee. What's something else that worked really well in our classroom? Jatavion. I said it right.
Popsicle sticks.
Popsicle sticks worked well because you use that how?
To help. To keep your house from sliding.
Keep your house from sliding. So you literally held the house in place using your popsicle sticks, right? So we wouldn't use that out in the real world, but it worked well in our little box, right?
Yeah.
So that was kind of like a holding feature, kind of like a gate for your house, right?
Yeah.
What else, Matthew?
Wax paper.
Waxy paper, because it did what?
Does it,
The water bounced off of it because wax and water do not like each other.
Right, it's kind of like oil and water. They don't mix, do they?
Nope.
So the waxy surface, be it from a Tootsie Roll wrapper, it could have been from a Dum Dum wrapper, it could have been from a Blow Pop wrapper. Blow Pop wrappers are also waxy. It could have been from a magnolia leaf. If we have fresh green magnolia leaves, they're also waxy. And that would be a natural product that you could find outside for free. And you wouldn't have had to eat all that candy that some evil teacher might have given you had she not been thinking of your diet and your teeth. I don't know who would do that.
You're not an evil teacher.
Okay. What is something else that worked well? Also, the one with Paisley mask, not named Paisley, Rosalie. Foam sheets. Why do they work well? It actually doesn't absorb the water. Why did the foam sheets work well, Bentley Cox? It blocked the water how? What did they have on them that made it block the water? Jordan, is that right? Okay. Why? What property about the foam sheets worked well against the water? I need the extra talking. Yeah, it says Vandiver in backwards. Does anybody know why all our shirts say number 2 on them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're the
Teachers are
second
number 2 and
prior, and
students
we're
are
the number 1.
You are the number 1, so all the teachers have number 2 on.
Yeah. We're the most important. You're Almost.
To Jordan, why did the foam sheets work well? There's two features about them that made them work well. I want to hear Jordan's answer. Jordan Wyatt, right? Okay. I want to hear Miss Wyatt's answer. Why? Give me one of the reasons the foam sheets work well. Hold on your mask. It blocked the water from touching what? Put on the mask. Could block it from getting to the house. What else did the foam sheet block it from getting to? Not Heidi, Hazley.
To the dirt, so they wouldn't make erosion.
The foam sheets very well blocked the water from contacting the dirt because they're non-permeable. Has anybody ever heard of that word before, permeable?
No.
Can I hold your felt real quick? Angeline. This, you can see through it, can't you?
Yeah, sort of.
If I were to pour water through it, I'd pour it over Noah's head.
No.
Shall we do a quick experiment?
Yes.
No?
Yes.
Noah, sit up. Noah, sit up. Noah, sit up all the way. Okay. So this is permeable. Water will go right through it. Okay. Permeable means water will go through it. This shirt is permeable. Yes. Okay. Permeable. Water will go through it. My shirt is permeable. All of our clothes are permeable. Water will go through it so they can be cleaned. Okay?
How can water go through this material?
Believe me, it has to because it's dirty. Can I see your foam sheet? All right. There's two things making this non-permeable. It's got wax on the back.
That comes off.
I know. It's got this waxy sheet on the back that's sticky. I'm trying to make it where my people that are watching at home can see this. It's got wax on the back. It peels off. It's got waxy sheet on the back, and it leaves this sticky sheet. There we go. Okay. So the waxy sheet is non-permeable. You can't pour water through it. I need my people. That would normally be called my table 2. I'm going to start labeling with my oil pens. My table 2, I need you paying attention. This waxy sheet right here, the white waxy sheet, is non-permeable. Water will not go through it. This sticky sheet that's left on the back, it's also non-permeable. Water will not go through it. This red sheet right here, trying to do it, okay. The red sheet, that's a third layer. Please sit up and stop talking. All right, here's the deal with mechanical pencils. I personally love them. When they become a distraction, they become mine. Colby loves them too. If they're broken, they become trash. Are we clear? I'm funny, but I'm strict. And I grade harder than any 4th grade teacher you'll have. So you got 3 layers of non-permeable. So, great at keeping water off the dirt. And as an added bonus, this repels water.
How does foam?
It's waxy.
Wait,
And
foam?
this is waxy. And this white part right here,
Oh, y'all can just use that for wax paper
yes.
instead of touching
Yes.
it.
So this white part, it's also waxy.
Look.
So I had a group yesterday take this and they were sticking this over the dirt, and then they used tape to tape this in place. And they used the sticky part also to partially block the dirt from getting wet.
It's cool because you can also put them on top of
So works wonderfully in the box of keeping your dirt dry. If your dirt's dry, is there any erosion going on?
Nope.
No. If your dirt stays dry, there's no erosion. But in the real world, can we keep dirt dry?
No.
Yes. No.
If
If you put this out in large quantities, this is going to break down over time, just like plastics will, and it's going to contaminate the area.
Which is not good.
Yeah, it's not good. It's going to put all kinds of bad substances into the environment, which animals will eat. Please stop playing at that desk, or your desk will be the first one that's turned around backwards. As I say, not my first rodeo. Mr. Meadas and I have both been teaching for 10 years. Miss Daniel's been teaching, I think, for 4, maybe 5. Miss Munoz was there before. Mr. Ripco's been over there. I taught, Mr. Meadas taught at another school before she came here. I also taught with another team here. I've been here this whole time. The only place I've ever taught is Keithville. I volunteered and I substituted at another school, Tree Valley, and that was in SPED only. Okay, so all my time teaching has been here. Okay, and you'll learn a lot by being a parent. And that one on the board is now an officer. That one taught me the most because that's my hard-headed. Locked them out of the house, changed the locks on the door, made them digital.
Okay, did you find out the code?
No,
Oh.
it took him a while before we let him have a key into the house.
Why?
He was that bad.
Oh.
I'm used to putting up with hard-headed boys. So is Mr. Meadas. We got no problem with hard-headed boys. Don't challenge me. I'll do it with a smile on my face. Okay? And a sense of humor the whole time. Okay? These work wonderfully in a box, but for a real levee outside, this would be terrible. Okay? What works for a real levee? Things like rocks, sand, silt. Silt is awesome because it absorbs so much water. They have to go back and redo those levees from time to time. And that's where they bring in the National Guard, like my son. And they bring in the Army Reserves, also like my son. Because there's power in numbers of men and women come in and do those things. And so my son, being an officer, he would be the one telling other people what to do. Now he has to have a lot more training so that he knows how to do the job and he knows how to tell other people what to do. So when they had all the stuff going down with Hurricane Ida, he was down there longer than anybody else, commanding things. Okay. So real life, they build levees, and that's what protects houses. And they have to go back and restore those levees and fix them as things start to fail. That's what happened with Hurricane Katrina. Those levees broke. They also have locks and dams. We can't afford to put $1 million locks and dams in our little boxes, can we? But that's how they let out water, to prevent water from getting into houses. That's a real practical solution. Who's been to Southport?
For what?
Okay, downstairs in that little Louisiana room, they have a lock and dam system. Remember the little mud area with the water? They have a lock and dam system. That's a way to reduce damage related to erosion. It's using a lock and dam system. Okay? That's exactly what that's for. We just can't do that in our boxes. It's not practical for the money. That's one of those constraints. We don't have unlimited money. It costs too much and it takes too much time. All right, guys. So let me get this table and this table. Go back and get your boxes. Back table, guys. Null's table. Null, get it?
Oh, no, you're gonna have to make sure that one goes over there. Okay, hang it in the sink. Okay, everybody move right after you do that, because that cork doesn't.
All right, Matthew, go get yours. Morgan, stop playing. Go get yours, my dear. Morgan, go get yours. Okay, just as a forward, guys, some of your houses are starting to fall apart because they had water on them overnight. Additionally, I'm gonna go in a few minutes and I'm gonna add, you heard me about the house, right? They're starting to fall apart because of water. It's nothing that you've done wrong. They're not made, you know, with $1 million budgets. They're starting to fall apart. They just are. Class?
Yes.
Is everybody listening?
Yes.
In a few minutes, I'm gonna give each box sand and gravel. All right, you guys can The sand and gravel will help you with the fact that you have a lot of water in your box. Remember, whatever mess you make, you're gonna have to clean up. Try not to get it on your notebook. Yeah, they're heavy now, aren't they? The water. Start. I'm gonna give more comments. Paper towels are back there. If you want good paper towels. The dust will also absorb some of the water, okay? And your hands will definitely get messy today.
Yes, they will.
I wouldn't advise you eat it. Before we did that, we had a bunch of rocks that flew into Disney World. And then while we're at Disney World, we screamed and blown because they were going through a
You said you were gonna take out the time. My mom was I got the napkin.
absorb water. And all this goes in the trash at the end.
Okay, it's I think so. I think this will work. Oh, we are saying no. Why? No, they don't. No, we're not.
Y'all got a lot of it. You're not gonna need all of it. Here.
Wait, can we use some? No, we're not giving everybody clay. Except me. No. And Noah. No, we're not giving everybody clay. Why don't we get clay? It's right on the table. That's my clay. Okay, here and we got clay.
That's not Play-Doh. Excuse me. 50 pounds coming through.
I'm lifting on 50 pounds. Did she say? No, I didn't do that. Okay, fine. Bailey. No, it's good, I swear. Oh, they're really good, I swear. Can I get 50 more? Stop. We need to stop. I'll get Tuesday. Give me a big
Noah, walk, I'm done. There's a bunch of pasta on the floor. Please be patient with one another and polite. Remember, that's how I grade.
It's easier when you have football.
Everybody has got to be safe. Everybody wants a break.
We need more. Okay, I'll give you the Oh, she brought more water. They'll make us
That's their choice.
Is this waterproof?
Yes.
Yes. I think we need tape. Yeah, I want some duct tape.
It's like hot.
My hair. We need the bucket to get the water out. We can't take
Oh, you need a knife?
Do you have any more of these little squirty things?
Just use that one, please.
Did you just say that? Oh. Put it in our crevices. No. Shut up, big old fat one. What? Can I just get around the
You want me to call parents and get it? Power drills with the students? Okay, bucket. Holy cow, this thing is leaking. Can you give me some more paper towels? Stay back because there's a bunch of cups of water in the floor over here. Oh, Mr. Guards is going to want to kick my behind. I still love it. I've done that, like ice cream all over the floor before. You're looking good. Yes. Today is the last day of it. The go Diego. Okay, so now I'll switch up the view. All right, I'm backing up. Someone gets to come hold this. Okay, stop with all the sound. Sorry if I kicked you. All right.
Oh, Miss Vander, you have rings here that so they can see. Do I see any?
There's no dirt in there. Oh yeah, and this problem again. Always have that thing. I do it twice. Okay. So no dirt. Well, a little bit of dirt went. All right. Now the rest of it. Oh, a lot of dirt. Dirt. Lots. Oh, a clump of it. That was a rock that went through, right? Okay, so the house didn't move. No landslide, but we did have some dirt move. Yes. So let me show y'all what you have to do before you dump this, okay? Okay, class. I need everyone to hear this. This is what you have to do. So yesterday you did everything through page 50. Page 51, you're gonna put stop copying. Page 51, you're gonna put a big X on it. So I need someone in each group right now to go to their notebook, because you're gonna be the one that tells your group what to do. So I need one person recording this right now. One person in each group. Just figure out who. And do it. Don't boss each other around. Be polite. Page 51, put an X on it. Page 51, put an X on it. I can't on my notebook because I have to use my notebook for 3 or 4 years. 51 gets an X. 52. You can't hear me because you're talking. I guess we're not going to get this done because you're too busy talking over me, and I'm not going to lose my voice. Page 52. That table. The first little part is going to say 1 whole cup under the first test condition. I don't know if it's from something to do with my whole migraine thing. I just started when I had my issue. Just since last week. The second one will say, thank you, Matthew. The second one will say 2-liter bottle, because I'm testing it with a 1 whole cup first, and then I'm testing it pouring in the whole 2-liter bottle, okay? Then what works well, that's going to be different for each group, because each group has a different box, don't they? Yep. So for this group, what worked well? The grass. Okay, we got to go down to get your Eagle Bucks, guys. Okay. No, I forgot it. Let me bring it down. We were doing our experiment. Okay, all right, a little bit. All right. Okay, listen up. I still need you to listen. I only send a few people down at a time with Eagle Bucks.
They're doing it during lunch.
No, they're doing it right now.
Wait.
I need you to listen. Raise your hand if you have Eagle Bucks. Okay. I need to give you directions before I send you down. So, what works well, you won't know until you get your box tested, will you? So, my group that just tested will not go down just yet. They're going to be my second or third group that goes down, because I need to explain this to them first. Your grass worked well. Your leaves worked well. Your foam sheet worked well. Okay, so that's what you would write down here. Leaves, you'd write grass, and you'd write foam sheets. What needs improvement? Not letting the dirt go through. So that's what you would write down right there. Okay, and then just draw an arrow down. Okay, and then you're going to put an X down here. Got it? Here, page 53, and X. Everybody hear me?
Yes.
Put an X on page 53. Page 53, an X. Everybody, 53, an X. Page 54, an X. Page 55, you have to draw what you made. You have to draw your box. Now this group is already tested. I can't put their plug back in it because we're gonna have to dump theirs in a few minutes. Y'all hear me?
What do you mean?
It's gonna go in the trash bag this weekend.
Wait, that's what that is?
Yeah, that's trash. That's the first box. Yes. All right, so listen up. Page 55 is where you draw your group design. This group has already tested theirs. Water's still going through it. So I'm trying to drain as much water as I can. All right. But they're going to go back with a bunch of paper towels underneath their hole, and they're going to draw it. And when they're done, they're going to bring it back to me so I can dump it in a trash bag. Are you listening or are you playing? Because Mr. Cox looks like he's playing. You don't need the rope on it. You're busy paying attention to something that doesn't matter. You just need to make sure what part of your house you have left doesn't roll down the hill. I know they fell apart. There's part of water sitting on it. They're not made with nails and screws and stuff. They're just glued together. And glue breaks down in water. Amazon. Probably someone in China. All right, stop clapping. Okay. Someone from my group that I just tested, I need paper towels for this so we can get it back to your table. Okay.
Not the brown, because those brown are the most good.
All right. You three have Eagle Bucks.
Yes.
Okay. So are you free to own three at your table?
Yes.
Okay. This table, go. You mean your groups? Yes, ma'am. Okay, so you're going to draw your design on 55. You're going to do the top of page 52. Okay, so that's the only part that you're doing today. Top of page 52 and 55. That's it for today's drawing. So, okay.
That was just a lot of information.
So it's just 52 the top and 55. All right. All right, Remy, come get your box. That way you can draw it. Oh.
This is the final step.
Grab your paper towels. Paper towels at the bottom. There you go. All right, to make it short, guys, is 52 the top is what you're filling out, and 55 kind of the bottom you're drawing. Or the whole page, I guess. You're drawing, okay? And I'll send you guys down by the table to go do your Eagle Bucks. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Set it right here. It's just messy. That's what it is. Now you know why I say I'm not girly. There's no point in being girly in this classroom. Melania this morning had like this ring and this chain, and I'm like, you fixing to get so messy. Right there. Not over my keyboard.
No one. The tape is stopping it. Up 2 liters. Last time we looked at it wasn't barely dirt. I could get dirt down there.
Ooh, a lot of dirt.
No, not a lot.
It's on page 50.
52, the top, the chart is what you're doing, and 55 you're drawing. The rest of it gets X's, okay, guys?
So much dirt. It's raining.
Yes.
It's raining. Put it on the house. So
Yeah, it's raining. The house is getting rain. It's a rain and water.
That's realistic. Rain.
Mhm. All right, now here we go.
Over the house. Oh, it's raining. No.
Ooh, a lot of dirt.
No, not a lot. We haven't had a. At least our foundation isn't just. Look at the drain. It's just going.
Yeah, foundation's moving now.
Oh, why is that clogged up? It's clogged.
small hole. There you go.
Oh.
You want to go fill this up, Christopher? Thank you.
Wait, so much water.
Yeah. My sons always appreciate when I bring these home because they have to clean them out.
I like getting messy.
Yeah, this is now like year 3 or 4 of this. And with Colby having had surgery recently, he doesn't appreciate it much. He's got a big bar that goes from here to here across his chest. This is big. A big bar. Popped his ribs out. Inside. It hurts.
I'm gonna have to call my dentist. My gums are swollen.
Okay, do you have the straw in yet?
Can we eat it? No. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
You have it drawn already?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
So that means this can carefully,
Just get it back.
yes, very carefully. So what you're gonna do,
Even the house?
even the house.
No.
Yep.
How beautiful hard
All right.
work.
This table, go downstairs. You already went. All right, did you guys, hey, did y'all already do your drawing?
I'm ready to go.
All right, have y'all done your drawing? Have y'all done your drawing?
We have.
Have you done your drawing? Back table.
Have y'all done your drawing?
Can you answer me? Yes, no. Have you done your drawing? So you've got everything ready other than just testing it.
Yeah, they got it.
Okay, then y'all go downstairs and take care of your Eagle Book stuff, okay? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Someone has to hold this thing. I don't.
Hold on. I gotta move towards this.
Debbie. So yeah.
Yes, it will. Or Mr. Garza.
Mr. Garza.
Yes, he's a cleaning guy with a ponytail. All right, so there's a stack of them over there on the floor in front of my bookshelf. Go. All right. Oh gosh. Oh. Please be careful over here. Stop running near me. There's water all over this floor. Uh-huh.
Let me see how heavy this is.
Don't worry about it.
I'm
Go
gonna
sit.
see how
Go
heavy
sit.
it
Go
is.
sit. Go
Okay,
sit. Go
that's
sit.
not
Sit.
heavy.
Sit. Sit. Yes, I know. I know. If you have an emergency, come to me. Otherwise, I'm trying to get everything done. Okay. All right. This table 2 right here. Have y'all got your drawing done? Have you done your drawing? Hurry up with your drawing so I can see you down at Eagle Buck store. Okay. Go to Eagle Buck store.
I'm not done. I would say.
Y'all have gone to Eagle Buck store? Have y'all gone to Eagle Buck store? Have y'all gone to Eagle Buck store? You're not gonna go? How about this table in the front with Matthew? Are y'all gonna go to Eagle Buck
I
store?
will. I'm gonna
Go,
I'm going to.
go, go. All right, is anybody ready to test their design?
I gotta draw ours.
Okay, you can draw it after you test it. Be polite with one another. Remember, this is a grade. How well you interact with one another.
She said that we can test
You can test it first and then draw it.
Let's test it, then we draw.
Come on over. Oh, y'all made it very hard to get the plug.
I know, I was like, well, how's she gonna get the plug out?
Stubborn. I'm stubborn. That's how. Kind of like how are you going to work with the left hand that doesn't work? I'll make it work. My nurse called me yesterday right after school. She said, how are you at work when you just got out of the hospital? I said, I got out last Saturday and I just am. Yeah, if a cat had a teeth like that, I'd have to knock it out. All right, who's going to hold the water? You go. You go. Someone hold the cup.
I don't want to step on this ugly bird.
It's leaking water all over the place. Mr. Garza's going to want to kick behind him.
Oh, Lord.
It's okay. I'm not letting anybody get out of here without testing.
No! We were close. I knew we had to put more clay in it.
Or is that clay that you see coming through and not dirt?
No. Okay, that's clay.
I told you science has lots of questions. It's actually not that many answers. It's a lot of questions, isn't it?
That's not clay. It looks like clay.
Clay is gray. Is that not kind of gray?
Gray. And like
Okay, now pour that. Pour.
Pour it and sand come down.
Now I'm going to pour this directly on the house.
No. Yeah, because it's like raining. Okay, look. Rain is coming. Actually, I knew it's like I want to fill up the water. Look, it's so gray. The water's gray. No wonder why it's gray, but that looks like dirt. The water is coming down right here because we're pouring it, and the water is coming down from the
Yup. Sure am. Yes, please. Okay. Yeah. It has different water back.
dirt in there?
It does, all underneath it. See, I got it drawn.
Yep.
To Trenton, you had this one drawn?
No.
Okay. So they got to draw it. This is the most innovative design I've seen yet. Okay.
Clay does not feel like good.
Okay, to Trenton. Come on. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. Get the paper towel. Paper towel, Trenton. There you go. Now draw.
Can we eat some of our candy?
You're about to go to lunch. That's for your lunch.
Can we have some?
Sure. Okay, question, guys.
And I'm done drawing.
You're done drawing? Class.
Our whole table done drawing.
I still hear a lot of talking, but I need an answer on this. Is everybody good with staying in from recess so we can get these all tested? You can get your work all done so you can all make good grades. Am I good?
Yes. Yeah. It's raining outside anyways. It's raining outside. We can go upstairs anyway. Oh, that is true.
Oh, okay. Okay, that extra sound, I need it to go away. Now listen to me. Page 52 and page 55 are the two things you need to get done for your grade today. All right? Yesterday was a lot of writing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Is it recess time? No.
Almost.
Because it rained.
Here. Yes.
Wait, we have to finish page 55.
Page 52 and page 55. Okay, man. No, you're fine. Give a darn. Ooh. Right there.
I'll do it.
All right. Scooby Dooby. Y'all remember what that means? What is that? That means we lower our voices. Right there. We're still working.
Oh, wonderful recess.
I don't know that we're gonna time. All right, is anybody watching this one?
No. Is it working? It's working.
It is working.
It's working.
Get it closer to the bucket so it doesn't splatter back on my computer though.
Like this.
No. Like that. Okay, there's dirt coming through now.
Look at it. That like dirty water.
Dirty water.
It's done. We're done.
You guys have a lot of cleaning up to do on the desk too, so don't forget that part.
I was waiting for this spot to see what it's really like.
That's a lot of dirt.
Yeah, and you see how it's created a water. Looks like it's
Whirlpool. Whirlpool.
Whirlpool. It's going fast. Look at that whirlpool. It's the whirlpool. Oh yeah, I'm gonna jump in it.
Said the right name, right?
I got 13 little bucks. I got none. Exactly. Somebody should put these up.
Leave it alone. Our hands are dirty right now.
Revisible plushies. That means you can tell me you're mad and happy. Oh, I really want one of those. Wait, where did you get?
Amazon. They have all different ones. I might end up giving that one to Mila.
I'm gonna get a red and blue and glow in the dark. It made a whirlpool.
Okay, so y'all drew this one already?
Yeah.
Pick it up, dump it.
This?
Yep.
Like dump it in there.
Mhm.
Keep everything.
Oh, yo, you poured on me. Drop. Come on, keep dropping. Keep dropping.
Let's go.
Yep. So go stack this up over there. Thank you. Okay, so our bigger messes are on the desk, not actually on the floor this time. I need your backpacks underneath your desk and chairs because I gotta haul this out to the hallway and start another bag. So please put your stuff under. Yes, hurry. Put your stuff under your desk and push your chairs up because I'm about to drag this out to the hallway. No. Push your chairs up underneath your desk. This is going to leave a muddy trail. So, Breon, you're in my way, man. Move your backpack. You need to clean your desk.
3, 2, 1. Let's get it dirty. You need help pulling it? Okay, it's somebody needs to sweep that the planter, stop stepping on it. You're going to slip.
I don't have slipper pads.
Yeah, sure. I'm not done yet.
All right, there's another trash bag. You see it? It was up here. Up there on my whiteboard. You see it? I need it.
You know when Tavion is that?
Jatavion just went to spin his eagle bucks. I need you out of the water.
Fine. Is he checking out? No. Miss Vanderbilt.
Is busy right this moment.
Don't move it. Yeah. Miss Vanderbilt. You might want to take that bucket out before it gets too busy.
We got another one to go. Where's my trash can? All right, you drawn that yet?
I'm not done yet.
Okay, come on, get it done.
Okay, I will, because I don't want to get it.
How many do I need to still test? I need to test y'all's.
It's gonna be a lot.
All right, y'all need to hurry up with your drawing and labeling. Your drawings need to have labels. Please stop playing in the clay. This is not playtime.
Yes.
That is making a bigger mess. Don't you think we got enough mess in here? I need my desk cleaned up. I'm not trying to be a whiny one, but Morgan, you were here yesterday when I explained what I've been through in the past week, right? My left hand was paralyzed. My left leg was mostly paralyzed. I've had to fight to come back from that. I'm not supposed to lift more than 5 pounds. Does it look like I just lifted more than 5 pounds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why am I doing that? For you. So do you think it's helpful that you're over here making a bigger mess just for fun?
Nope.
No. You think Miss Ramirez and Miss Daniels are mean? Watch me. I will come out a whole lot meaner than them. Come on, let's test this last one.
I'm done.
There's a popsicle stick underneath your foot, Angeline. Oh, I'm so glad to throw away these little things. All right, the extra talking needs to cease. I need quiet. I need cleaning and I need quiet. There is a black marker on the floor. Pick it up. All right, let's hold this up here. All right. So we have some dirt moving through. Y'all did good with a part of the house. That's what my houses looked like last year, but they were totally falling apart. Just do like this. Bill in Dallas, right? Jordan, yes? Billy Cox. Okay. I'm not going to pour it directly on your house because your house looks like it's already been through enough. It looks like Hurricane Ida and Hurricane Katrina already hit it and needs a blue tarp.
I told you I needed to see you at recess at your computer. Get it and come on.
And he's holding up to be responsible for himself. A lot of mud. 52. Write down what worked well, what did not work well. So what did not work well was anything that allowed dirt to come through. Can you go refill this water? You guys already got this drawn? Someone drew it? Dylan, I need your help with getting this fun stuff done. Can you help me hold it open to not Tate, Rosie? If you write Rosie, I'm guessing you go by Rosie at home, right?
Yeah, that one's perfect.
That's how it was when I was a kid. My mom only used my middle name when I was in trouble, but now I have to use my middle name because there's Heather Lynn, Vandiver, and Heather Marie Vandiver. So I have to go by Heather Marie. Please don't stomp on my floor, and please don't dump things on my carpet. So I like to sit on my carpet when I'm too tired to even make it home.
the bird?
Thank you.
I'm literally bird. What's the third one?
All right, come close. That's a bit heavy. Yes, that would be wonderful. Okay, so this is in a stack over there. Can you go stack this with the other ones over in front?
Yes.
It's over there in front of the,
Do we dump the house too?
yes. Do you see the stack of them over there, Dylan? Yes, fine. Please smell that.
Oh my God.
Smells bad. There you go. Put it against your leg to get out. There you go. And then stack of them. Don't. You're doing much better for something on my floor. All right, my poor 15-year-old, 21-year-old, right? I get to clean these out when I get home. Yeehaw. Yeah. I got a whole nother class today. Over there in front of my library of books, there's a whole stack of them. All right, guys, let's clean up my room because right now, clean up. Breon, you see around your feet? Believe it or not, if we get to do the glow dough,
What's that?
that's an even messier lab.
No.
I get paint on my floor that day.
Wait, you just did?
The last week of school.
Yeah. That's when you do it? That's bad. That is really Why did we do that the last week of school?
Because we've already tested and I get to set my own stuff.
I went home. My mom said we don't have food coloring, so she gave me an old Sharpie and told me to dot it and then blended it, and I did. And I used
I know you did not just knock that underneath my carpet, right?
Oh.
You didn't just knock mess underneath my carpet, yes? Well, what's my carpet? Let me see. Yeah, no, it's not gonna work. We don't just knock stuff underneath the carpet.
Oh, my sister does that when she sweeps about like. Oh, I bet my does that like that.
Come on, clean up.
There's a version in here that.
So, one whole cup and then 2-liter bottle. So you guys had leaves, right? So pine needles. What else works well? Sand. And what? Okay. So did y'all have any foam sheets? Did that work well? Okay. And you draw an arrow. What needed improvement? That would be anything let dirt through, right? Okay, so anything that let dirt run out caused a lot of erosion.
You're not allowed to.
And then we just draw an arrow down there saying the same thing happens.
Can I
to
take
your
this
body.
bucket? Oh, yeah, right. And can I take matches with me?
Yes and yes.
Which
Yep, you got it. That's it. Okay, so did you fill out page 52 according to what worked well and what needed improvement?
Yes.
And 55 you drew.
Yes.
Your desk is clean.
Yes.
My floor is clean.
Yes. Okay, one little couple more. Are you gone? Why did you say no?
All right.
Remember yesterday?
Okay, so here's the thing now. I need your notebooks open to page 55, I think it is, where the drawing is,
Okay.
and put right here on this one empty stool. If you're done with your notebook, open it to page 55 and put it on that last stool. If you're done. If not, when we come back, you can finish. Okay? Go on that open, on that one stool right there. Open on page 55.
I'm never gonna look at that cat. Only this cat is creepy. The other one isn't.
Pink
That
one?
cat. That cat.
Yeah, that's a Build-A-Bear. It's supposed to look friendly.
Oh yeah, it was a Build-A-Bear. My daughter loves the
What just
chicken.
happened?
I tried to give him this, but
But it was a fail.
my daughter loves the chicken cat. That's the peanut party. No, that's the peanut
All right. Again,
Yes.
if you are finished with your notebook, it goes in that last stack of other notebooks that are open to page 55. If you're not done, keep it and you can finish it after lunch.
Come on.
But it's time to line up for lunch now. I'm gonna continue cleaning up because OMG. Come on, guys, line up, let's line up. My room is a portal to a mess, apparently.
To a whole
A whole nother level of mess. Those are my scissors. They have a white thing on it, so put them back where they go. I know what I'm doing. I'll do taking nothing myself. All right, let's line up. Let's go. Go into the lunchroom eating candy. I don't know if they're gonna say something to you or not. I don't know.
I got candy in my lunch. Candy corn. Here's the yesterday. And I showed my mom. And she watched it.
Oh my gosh.
Because you spelled it on the stairs a little. Big one was trying to pour it on me.
Did you tell her that I was going to fly on you? Okay. You got in the fight.
You can't reach me, come on.
All right, my students that have left, I need my room cleaned.
I want
My room is a mess and I don't need to hear any talking. It won't work. No, it won't work. Clean, guys. Everybody get some cleaner. There's a bunch of water by the door. But I need the talking. Stop. I still hear people. All right, guys. I shall post the pictures from a first block student's work on Canvas. Okay.